Hey everybody, Game Haven here. Got another pretty interesting match here. Unfortunately, it's not a live recording, and I apologize for that. I also apologize because I got a new computer and forgot where I put my intro and outro vids. So unfortunately, this one will not have an intro outro, so I apologize for that. This is just an interesting match. I went ahead and did some fun, just flying for fun with my buddy Black Knight behind me. And this is one of his first few matches in the F-104. Not spaded, still doing the stock grind on it. And I just wanted to have a good time. I kind of encouraged him to get it because it's a tough plane to fly, but I really enjoy it. It's got some qualities that actually kind of surprise people. Surprised me, at least, when I started flying it. One of those being the flaps on the foils, which are, essentially wings that aren't shaped like normal wings because of the fact that you go fast enough to generate enough lift with the fuselage almost. But the flaps actually work at very high speeds, which allow you to actually get some pretty unexpected nose authority on people. Granted, its sustained turn rate is somewhere around 700 kph for its best full circle turn rate, which is not going to win you any dogfights anytime soon. But like I said, the flaps can get you that extra little pull that you need in certain situations to get that nose around and get the Vulcan on target. And it's something a lot of people don't know that it works, so they don't really try it. You wouldn't necessarily expect that to work, I suppose. So anyway, that's one of the things I love about this plane. We are max BR, so we're at 10.0 here, and it's going to kind of, with F-104 is going to do well at 10.0 if you play it smart. And so here, Black Knight and I see this Yak 38. It looks to me like he's actually going to be turning for one of our friendlies here below him. I thought he was going after that F-100, which would have been a nice shot for me. Unfortunately, he turns in towards me. I realize it, think maybe I can get a deflecting shot, but sadly, he pulls right under my nose, and I'm not going to follow that through because that's a surefire way of planting yourself right into the ground. And you just have to pick and choose your engagements, especially at 10.0 with the F-104. You want to keep your speed. You want to distance yourself. So this guy kind of chases after me, and then I let Black Knight know, hey man, we're on voice comm, so hey man, this guy's coming after me, take a pass at him. Unfortunately, neither of us were able to get guns on. That is going to bite us in the ass later, sadly, but we both played it right here. So he actually, Black Knight, I got to give him some kudos because he's very inexperienced with this plane, but he's still doing a fantastic job. This match as well, he did a fantastic job as a wingman. So what we're going to do here is we're going to find people that are slow. So this MiG-21 right here, very slow, focused on that Harrier. Looks like he's dumped a lot of his speed. We're going to launch an AIM-9B. Now, the funny part is here, that AIM-9B is going about Mach 2.5. We're then going to take a shot at this Shenyang F5, get a shot on his elevator, and he's out of the match. Jaguar above us, I noticed that. There's no one behind him, so I'm going to go ahead and do a climb. I'm going to tap those flaps just to get that nose around quickly so I can start building speed in a dive. And we're going to come back at him. And now the Shenyang crashes into the ground. We get the kill for him. And like I said, you are the missile, and we're going to see that a second time here. So this Jaguar is going after the Harrier. The Harrier is going to bait him upwards, which is great. He's not going to follow the Harrier into a turn, which is his downfall here, because he actually outturns me significantly. And unfortunately, he's going to go after that F-86, and that AIM-9B is going to connect. Like I said, when you are going above Mach and you launch an AIM-9B within about 1.2 kilometers, it is going to do great things. We got a deflecting shot at that Hunter, took his pilot out, and then our final kill for the Ace, another deflecting shot at a MiG-21 right there, took his tail off. And this is what I'm talking about. You pick your targets and you try to stay straight. We noticed all these guys that were going slow and we took advantage of it. We got those guns on. This plane has very high velocity rounds on the Vulcan, and that allows you to get shots in like that without having to pull the nose too hard. And that works really well with this airframe because, like I said before, you do have a little bit of a surprising amount of nose authority when you use the flaps, but you don't really want to have to do that. Something like the MiG-17, great turn rate, and it needs it because those slow velocity 37mm and 23mm cannons, they need that extra pull so that you can lead the target. You don't really need that when you're going over Mach getting gun kills like that with the Vulcan, because your rounds are going very quickly. So not a lot of lead is required. Now, as you saw, Black Knight got a great shot on that Vautour. Passing, I'm going to go ahead and take a pass at this Yak 38. And this is the guy from the beginning of the match. As you can see right here, my rounds just connected with his tail. Unfortunately, it looks like not much was done to him. I got an assist here shortly after. Black Knight gets a fantastic shot on him. He's on fire. Black Knight pulls away, and we have a server glitch, and the missile appears 100 meters behind my friend here. Now, the R60 is going to take you out. There's not much you can do. You can try to do a cancer roll to get it off your 6, but there's not much you can do there. So unfortunately, Black Knight gets taken out. This guy's already on fire. He's taken care of. I'm honestly pretty salty for my friend here because not only did I get a really nice hit on that Yak 38, but he also set him on fire and gave him damage and pulled away, and the missile didn't show up until it was right behind him. So kind of some server BS there. We're just going to take out a couple. We're going to try to take out, well, we got one ground target. This guy's actually going to get blocked by this building here. But yeah, unfortunately, Black Knight did almost everything right. Probably should have pulled a little harder when he passed in front of the Yak 38. But anyway, everyone, that is all I have for this replay. I can't necessarily recommend the F-104, at least the F-104A. I can't recommend it to someone who's not willing to suffer a little bit, especially through the stock grind. When you do have it spaded and you do get a 10.0 match, things like this do happen. This isn't my first ace, believe it or not, with the F-104. Not going to say it happens frequently, but it's usually not all that hard to get 2 to 3 kills in a 10.0 match. And I would say about half, maybe 60% of my matches recently have been 10.0 BR matches, which is really nice. And it's not a plane that's forgiving. You can't just go around messing around with it without, you know, thinking through your engagements, practicing, you know, getting hits with those guns, and being smart about when you use your AIM-9Bs, because a lot of people say they're dead weight, but the reality is your plane is a missile. Your plane is going around the speed of an AIM-9B. And so if you're going Mach 1.2 and you launch a missile that goes Mach 1.2 and you're pretty close to somebody, that missile is going to do the work for you. A lot of those 9.7s are going to lock up when they're going around Mach, and that's another way that you can kill them. So you launch a missile one click behind them, and they're locking up at Mach, and they're not going to be able to dump speed and dodge it in time. So definitely a little more advice than you probably bargained for, but all that to say, if you want to spend a little time working with a plane to get those kills and have a good time, the F-104 is definitely a pretty enjoyable plane to try. And with that, I'll leave you to enjoy the rest of your days.